Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with the third part of the painting tutorial of the Changeling, and we are going to do the last details of this miniature. So I'm going to finalize the staff, I'm going to do the work on this smoke, and I will explain how I do here all the work to detail. So as you in the previous part, we did the gems, we did the gold, we finalized some of the, we did the skin, so we did some other work, and now we are going to focus on the last parts and finalize the painting work on this guy. So I'm going to start doing this snake on the staff. The snake slash fish looks like, so it's half a snake, half fish. I'm going to do a color gradient, so I will start with very deep purple on this part here. Okay, we're going to use a very deep purple here, and we are going to transition to green on the end. And the colors I'm using here are Cavallic Green and Nagarod Night. So these are the two colors I'm going to use now, and I'm going to use like a color transition. So first I'm applying the Nagarod Night, the purple color, on this part. I will keep mainly the tail part, the back of this pretty dark. Okay, and then we start going, as you can see, I keep applying mainly Nagarod Night. And now I will start transitioning to the green, so I will start using the green, and I will mix it. And I keep adding more green. Then at the end you want to go full green, right? It's all about working this transition. Now the other side. We don't have to forget the other side. Here the difficult part can be to balance both sides. Try to avoid to dirten the one color. The head should be pure green. We'll change to bigger brush. It's going to make my life easier. You can go, if you want, to see very green at the end to make it really bright, the end of the head. And then here I'm going to mix more purple, here with purple. And the middle part should be this color that is not well defined. You can go a little bit darker on the back. Make this will help. So what you want to do is to do this type of undefined color. Okay, so we are going to leave it like that and let it dry. And while this is drying, let me see if I have put here the bottom. while this is drying, we are going to do the feathers. And the feathers, I was thinking to go for yellow color, so I will start applying Ariel yellow, and we are going to do washes with green. So we want now to make like a nice solid even layer. So not likely I will need to do 2 layers of yellow here, because these feathers are a little bit greenish. So I will do 2 layers of yellow and I come back. So I did the feathers, but while they are drying, and I realize it is also part of this thing here, I will do this later. So while this side is drying, I will start working on the smoke. And I repeat the same as in the first part. I lost the part where I was explaining how to do this type of smoke. So I put here Gauss Blaster Green and white, and I'll do a mixture more or less. Normally when I say mixture is, yeah, I never check how much it is, so I try to balance myself while I'm painting. So I will start highlighting with white with a little bit of green, not too much. Okay, but the important thing is that it's quite thin. I add some water. I think that with water mainly. What I'm going to do is let me work this part. Is going to be more visible for you, and then the middle, the inside will be done in the same place, the same way. So you can see now it's quite stark. Okay, I'm taking almost, this is white mainly, but we can mix it, and then we will soft this. Okay, and this is how we are going to work this smoke. So we are going to use white mixed with the Gauss Blaster Green, and we are going to start soft, or try to go soft, and go higher and higher with white until we arrive to pure white. So I will do, for example, here. Okay. Just trying to mix them. The filling was too. Okay. Okay, and then we add more white. Okay. So you want to really these parts. Then I will do the inside. So this is how you do that. Okay, so you start mixing them and you use mixture for transition until you reach the white. So it's a little bit of white blending in a way. But I want really to reach the white at the end of some of the smooth. Okay, so I will do the inside, and it's difficult to see on camera, and I come back once it is done. So now the smoke is done, and this side of these arms are done now. I'm going to use white witcher green, and I'm going to use this glaze on top of the yellow. This will give a green shading on the yellow. I will go very soft at the beginning, then I will start maybe going stronger as I see how it looks like. But you want to be soft. You see, it will give this greenish look. Okay. And first you want to do the full feathers. Okay, and we let it dry. So we do this. And we wait until this dries. So we wait now until this dries before doing the next step. So this is how it looks like after the first after applying for the glaze. Not very happy how it's looking like, so we are going to apply a second layer, and we are going to apply this until we have quite a nice. I want to keep the yellow, but I also want the green to be quite more visible than that. So sorry. So I go with this one. We apply a new layer of Weight Watcher glaze, and you see now we will start working better. And I put more. I will focus more now on this part here. Okay, but anyway, I need to go a little bit there, but focusing more to have more green on this part. Okay. Here there is a part that the green seems that doesn't want to go. We are going to do the same at the back. We will need to clean up a little bit these glazes later on. So we do this. Okay, and again we wait until this dry, and we do a second layer later on, the next layer. Here I'm a little bit pissed off because it seems that the green does not want to go on this part here. Okay, I wait until this dry and I come back. So this is how it's looking like after doing several glazes. We will need to do some cleanup. So what I'm doing now is with dull yellow, I'm doing some highlights at the edge of the feathers. Okay. So let me take some water. So what we do is we go and we do very thin lines . doing this. I keep doing the thin lines. Okay. We do the same on the other side. Okay. The next part I'm going to clean is this part here. We are going to highlight. And a bit here. And here it's too green for me, so I'm going to use a little bit of yellow. That was the Flash Geese yellow. Okay, and I will try to go, as the yellow is quite transparent, I will go on top of this. And eliminate a little bit that. And do this. Okay. Now I'm going to use, let me see if I find. I'm going to use Beltane green. This is a wash, okay, much darker than the glaze that we used before. So we want to go carefully with that, and we are going to apply a little bit more here at the base of the feathers. Okay. Like that, you can make. So I follow the shaft of the feathers. Okay. Okay, and I do the same on the other side. On the other side, we need also to do the highlights that we did before. Okay. So we'll work the highlights on this side. A little bit too much. Okay, I will work the highlights on this side and I come back once this is done. Okay, this is how it looks like now. I add a little bit more of wash here at the root of the feathers. I think on camera looking the contrast much stronger than what is in reality. So now we are going to do some highlights on this type of how it's called, this snake thing with fish head. So I'm using now Gene Stealer Purple. Okay, Gene Stealer Purple. And we're going to do a very soft dry brush. This have a lot of texture, and I will try to go very soft. And it's better to do it soft a lot of times than trying to go too strong. So I'm taking this. Okay. We are going to apply this. It is better to take your time and keep doing this with a lot of passion. Okay. Okay. So you see that we start seeing the texture of the scales. When the detail is so thin, yeah, normally the only technique that work is the possibility to go scale by scale, but I will think that this is going to be my side. I don't think it's good enough to pinpoint all these scales. So the trick is to go very soft and go through the same area several times. Okay. And go a little bit on top of the green. You will see that the detail starts, the scales start being visible. Okay. I'm going now to play a little bit on the green area, and then on the green area, on the areas that are green, I'm going to use silvery green. Okay. Again, very soft dry brush. We can also go a little bit into the purplish area. And you will see that now all the scales will become quite visible. I'm going to apply this on the face. very soft. So again, when you do this, is a matter of going several times with very little paint on the same parts until the detail pops up. Here I'm going a little bit to help on the transition. Okay. What I'm going to do next, I will take even a brighter color. It's Gauss Blaster Green, the very pale color, and I will go just on the head area with that. Okay. This will make the head really to pop up. Okay. So I'm just doing several layers of dry brush by doing it repeatedly here on the head. I made the head really to stand out. Okay. Finally, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a very fine brush here, and I will just put some extra highlight on these things that are like feathers that he has around the head. Or it has, slightly. Okay. And all the work I try to do on the Changeling is try to make the colors. So I like to work a lot with the transition with Change models to give the idea that the things have not a unique color, that they are shifting, are changing colors, and they have not a unique color. I know next step, I will keep doing some more dry brush. I will go to the tail, and I will apply a very thin dry brush as well of the color lilac. And of course you see that the brush, when you do that, the brush becomes completely, I'm using really bad brush that I have here to do this. Okay. So when you do the dry brush, really do it with a very bad brush. So with the color lilac, very, very soft. You almost don't want to touch. I'm going to do here a little bit more on the tail. This will make the purple to look a little bit more vibrant and will help to pop up even more these scales there. So you don't want to put almost pressure when you're doing that. This way I'm using this type of brush as well. And now the scales are quite visible. I like how it looks like now. we are going to finalize doing the ace. I was doubting how to do the ace, but I will do the ace like that fish. So I will go for white color, not pure white. I will use Screaming Skull. Let's take the tail brush, and we are going to pinpoint the ace. Here we have one. And there we have the other one. Here we have. So I will consider the stuff done at this stage. So the only really pending part to do is this thing. So let's do this. First, I will apply Nun oil on this, on the triangle and the rhombo or diamond, the rhombo or the diamond, and we are going to do this with. I will go for. I will really go for a like a script. Normal is that. Okay, so I apply. Here, and because it's engraved, you should not have problems. To make it visible. Okay. Okay. Now we are going to use white. We are going to highlight this before doing the writing or the symbols there. So we go for pure white in that case. So we prepare the pure white. Want to thin it down. And what we are going to do is highlight this thing, but as more or less like with the feathers to make it look like that is old, weathered. So this will give extra texture. Okay, I will not highlight the front edge. I will just limit myself to highlight, as you can see here, this part. Okay. And when you see that this is damaged, you do longer lines, you combine longer and shorter lines, and we do this. Okay. Sorry if I need to move the camera a little bit. So I will keep doing that on both sides, and I come back. So this is how it looks like. No, I'm not sure this is very visible on the camera. And next we are going to do the scripture or the text that is about there. And I will use, thinking to use a dark blue. I'm still hesitating if I use this one, that is Thousand Suns blue, or I go for even darker color. I will test first this one, and we are going to do the text using Thousand Suns blue. You need a very thin brush. Here it's really a matter of passion, viewing passion, and I will start from here. So I will start making very short text. I think this is good enough. And you want to go more or less. The difficult part is to keep the same spacing between the lines, and you want to do like I would say that it's like making a line with Parkinson in your hand, so it's making the brass tremble, and thanks to the tremble, don't do, I will suggest you never do straight lines, not all the lines the same length, do some, for example here we can put just this, then we go to the next one, we start again. Like making small dots and thin lines, but don't do just straightforward lines, right? The one I don't like too much, so I will repeat there. And we are going to keep doing that. So this is what I will do all around this thing, and I come back. So now this has been done, and I will give the miniatures done here at this point. Sorry. So as you can see, I did this type of sculpture all over this thing, and at the back I put the infinite symbol. I don't know if this can be get in camera. So, but I like how it's looking like. I think on the stuff I leave it as it is. Maybe we can do another wash to make. Yeah, it can be done another wash with darker color and to make even darker the recesses, but I think it's looking quite good. I just add a little bit of more bright points on the yellow with white, but that's all. So this is how to do the Changeling. This is a way to do the Changeling. It's a very interesting miniature to paint. I really enjoy it, and I think it's a great miniature, so I really love it. So that's all for now. So please leave the comments below, give a like if you have liked this video, share this the channel if you think other people can learn from these tutorials, and yeah, and subscribe if you want to see more tutorials and more stuff like that. So yeah, you also can vote in my video update or my studio update for the next month what you want to see next. So far is one is winning the Colgate, but you can vote, or if you go to my Facebook group, there I also create like a questionnaire or inquiry, and there you can vote. So that's all for now. As usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.